It's like we are dealing with people who knows the truth, knows how it's supposed to be done, and they still pretend like they don't know. Can you imagine? One thing that pisses me off about this whole thing at Air Course and they say, majority, no even if that was granted. Who read Article 97? It tells you the courts. And they can say, and they can say, every year. Hasn't Bagbin, they are making him from no. Say Bagbin, so I'm and the lawyers appeal the decision of the Supreme Court. Has anybody heard that? Obiati no ase ana. Say Bagbin no so afi when who say ade na yemra na de beye. Enya me Bagbin mepe. Enya de amenkwasiafo MPs no mu nim tibonko so MPs na ka. Na mum de emra na ka. Emra ne say den. Obi a wutie bia. So woko 99. 99 it tells you say the High Court shall have jurisdiction. The High Court is going to have jurisdiction. Me that say. The High Court is going to have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question whether a person has been validly elected as a member of Parliament or the seat of a member has become vacant. Not the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament only declares after the court has interpreted it and has looked at the case. The Speaker doesn't say, me and me tifuantino, me and me understanding. He could declare be seat vacant. What about them? 1 year, 2 Obama, after no marking again, you guys have done well. Now, you see, sometimes when I talk about Abampape, people think I just want to be disrespectful to the man. It is not true. The reason is the more you try to give him room to respect him, he does these foolish things. Ambulance saga, atofos in ambulance saga, eba ni nano. Unkocha sieno, grabbing di tarehon. Abamba Mismano Bagbin. Such a corrupt guy. You see, he is so corrupt to the point that the man married his own wife's sister. What is how corrupt he is? Article 96, Obianko. Financial process here, you did deputy speaker. In the NDC, you people would keep toying with your people, and they are so stupid they believe these fools. These members are so daft to say, "You won't throw." What who say, "I'm George, you okay? You throw." What's who NDC in Tijuana? What do you mean? Hey, then Timon Preco na woman, I said, "There's a boy, some no." Right in front of you, your own speaker. Was admitted, say, need the numbers. And to one sign instructing and lawyer say, take action. One man, some dog, because see the book from me up way. I bet you know that who to ask me a brand here. Mr. Virginia brand here. Put me a brand here. How about them? Hey. Let's end this in Ukraine. Just like why Collins. End this in Adaya. And this part in air then, Mr. Producer, Mentiasie. Hey, just a be beyond or just on my question, but for the back beyond the agenda. Since speakers were suspended, sitting indefinitely. Some judges say, Obabe elected deputy speaker. So the NDC people alone are going to elect a deputy speaker. Does that even make sense? Even makes sense, my brother, my sister. Now, over Article 96 now, say Neka, or say, there shall be 2 deputy speakers of Parliament. A, who shall be elected by the members of Parliament from among the members of Parliament, and both of whom shall not be members of same political party. Your majority meaning now dancing competition. Just look at them. These are members of parliament. And I'm glad this was shown on TV so that their children can see them. Oh, yes. Look at this. MPs. And Ibinimo Anantan, why some joy, why I say, we up one way time. Look at them. Look at them. And I'm a coffee breast in a bomofio. I'm not so say obey the wind. Dressing so you need to open here. The NDC for a say match pass. You're dressing on the parliament. Yeah.
You, the media, must add your voice to the advocacy to compel our colleagues to respect the fidelity of the law. I have heard a respected colleague on their side, Honorable Dr. Ayini, calling on Mr. Speaker to respect the Supreme Court decision. If that is true, then that's a noble call from him. Dr. Ayini is somebody I respect because of his respect for the law. I believe that moderates on the side of NDC will prevail on the horse in their party to call them to order. So I would want to thank you for being with us. We are leaving this chamber peacefully into our offices. Await Mr. Speaker's arrival, and if he calls leadership and we do pre-sitting discussions, we'll take it up from there. But for now, that lawless theater will not share with them, because Ghana, our country Ghana, is bigger than any one individual. So we would want to, at this point, sing our party's anthem to let you know who we are. Colleagues, we are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is carrying the symbol. We are born to save Ghana. The elephant is carrying the symbol. We are born to save Ghana. We shall win.
Ghana for and there ba me ba no eniama mienu. First, who we elect into office. Who we elect into office. The number 2 is to sound a warning to every Ghanaian. It doesn't matter. So we are NDC, we are MPP. Me sound a warning be the amaye ni na ende. Na mama yati asiyese. Sebio. Yato about 8 times ewo Ghana since 1992. Enya about 20 ni na ye NDC for that. Enya about 20 ni na ye MPP for that. Enya about 20 ni na ye CPP for that. Nenso one te say yes yema o man injuring gooda. The first time was sayare we yes eba yafem na say sayare we yes eba bra John Mahama ekotena opposition 2016 no person obabiom 2020 ena ye ho say ye bebo ye hu chenku di aban ne be yes obeye bia ye be kase ye mane mbam ye be say no di akoye de wo mini say ye ne omuni na was similarly the same powers intino ye be twi ni twan me. On the 7th of December, yetu abewiye. NDC for starting say, omo ye sa o maganatics. So ye winning 141, ye winning 150, ye winning say, almost 30 years enya any substantive thing be fan support. Some kaya esi edunketi anomo court chima south to say north for. So big for declaration sheet, mom check it or more pink sheet near correct. Asemu ye can over here. And I'm who said no. We are in for trouble. Now, when you Papa, yeah, we be moment who say MPP for no Sebio Fachame, and connected tonight, yeah, because you're dolu for. And I say, yeah, what's a young player who was you be your home, you respect mra, you the mra, you Juma, you the saint, you pebone, you pesegana, tenas and Jim. And this is one who said that is what NPP wants. Uti, and always the best thing they can apply, Takashi, force. Don't be surprised. That is how they came into existence. To force themselves on people. That is who they have been. Don't be surprised with what they are doing in Parliament fighting for majority. NDC has always been the force who nipa so and so wamuji yatum. Na entesa eba ne sempa na minua ba ma minua ba utie me. Ye nyina ye wo Ghana. Aban ba ko de ekutia na se Ghana enhye, Ghana ensei, Ghana entete. Afa ba ko de ekutia o masi asundwe nti yate ase. What should that even tell Ghanaians? Honorable Afenyomakin Alexander, one ye majority in Parliament ninara. Me pese me bomi mumamo my idea. When you say more Parliament with you, may I've said semen can ya my papi be and fam. I've always said that because this is going to go down as the worst Parliament ever in the history of Ghana. Uti, this a chain. Baumia papa no more dear no crana no ya di no a numbers buzi and no honest ania. This one a better worse. And God has made everything that was revealed to me, or everything I said or I revealed on this page, has come to pass so long as this our current parliament is there. Because when you have parliamentarians who will tell you, say, they were voted by the people to go and fight for them. Yet to Obama say, Omupa Prinsio, school, hospital, constituency. This is the purpose they are there. The other purpose, Nene say, Mon Shamra na emedi so, Mon Shamra na yemfe mumai. Enti wa Mon Shamra no, na wa mo twe agudie pa e de bre constituency. Edien and the constituencies for here free abai ho, here water, clean water. Here clean sanitation. Here good schools. Here good hospitals. Here good roads. These are government business. Okay? So when you have a parliamentarian or when you have a section of parliament, that would number one, first, they reject a budget. See, they reject a budget. All because they didn't get their way. Bear in mind, this budget contains the things the people voted for them to go to parliament for. The people in Odododio didn't vote for the NDC candidate because they want him to go and do NDC bidding. Debbie. Nobody no call say ya per se. The ayatu abama no Odododio no. Uncle parliament na niyama papa na abaine ye no. Anji bimfambre ye na yesu ye mfili. That is the purpose. Not for you to go and sit there and do what a Siedun Ketia would do or would say or would tell you, or because of a Sudinia political points. Now, after Nomarkin again, you guys have done well. Now, you see, sometimes when I talk about Abam Pape, people think I just want to be disrespectful to the man. It is not true. The reason is the more you try to give him room to respect him, he does these foolish things. Ambulance saga, atofos in ambulance saga eba ye ni no. Unkocha se no, grabbing din tare home. Abamba Mesumano Babe. Such a corrupt guy. You see, He is so corrupt to the point that the man married his own wife's sister. What is how corrupt he is? Utie, Speaker Bagbin no namono. Or you corrupt ya meni kese ne yiri enuya eno san kwaje no ware de ka ho. That is how corrupt Bagbin is. Such a moron sit around and people hail him the speaker. This honorable person like this with no me say Bagbin, or you corrupt to the point where or no one can say fane say me akowari abusuya bim ade a chen ya me se da bia abusuya no ohia wo mu nti sa de a me de ba ko na eba na ma beje nsesa me beje nsesa nti ono nko ani onipa a watumi aware akwaje nsesa say akwa guntiya ma ne new one na onfa ne nante town. Such a foolish man sits on the seat as the Speaker of Parliament. A man who feels to say, as the number 3 guy, as he likes to call himself, is powerful than the number 1 and the number 2. A man who can boycott what we call constituencies, government business, just to slow the government down and not let the government work. That is who Bagbin is. And now Mama Yanka say, Bagbin constituency, obedi Parliament, obey MP. Say your call, say, see, I could be some say, can you give us 2 monumental dinner? And now Bagbin shooting now what they can't mention one. You can call them right now, they will tell you. And because his intentions are always bad, and because he was not able to get, because he had intended to go and contest John Dramani Mahama, and he was kicked to the curb. For those of you who don't know, now almost said that you saw Bagbin na Mahama X-ray no money mafia. So for some class is the Kata and China when you need and China mama ni man in Kasa and you pay Bagbin this in China. So the only thing left for Bagbin to redeem himself was this Parliament. And that too, he fucked it up. Did I say more? He messed it. This is for a manner, Bagbin, empty, immoral character, thief, a criminal who is sitting as the Speaker of Parliament. He calls himself a lawyer, but because of stupid partisan politics, he forgets his laws. Sumana Bagbin calls himself a lawyer or a lawyer ni. But Mrana Yadia Jubanon Kwasia, some near Jimisem and Tokwan Basabasa, your Pesaba Ganenti, the real feel on one law. Bagbin works with standing orders of Parliament. Now, so political expedience in political gymnastics, political masturbation in Kwasia Semuntino forgets his own standing orders. That is the type of stupid person we are dealing with. And like I said, such a person shouldn't have been the Speaker of Parliament. But this is us. Oh, Michael Kwe Enyini, Yama Michael Kwe Nkofie. Now look at what this moron is doing in Ghana. Look at the stupidity, such a stupid character like Abamba. Me Ghana, me bo. They better call me. Me say I'm friend and privileges. Young friend and call him. A whole crowd of men do my time more cry. Now men do my time with the knowledge, with what they know to do and they refuse to do. That's what I'll face them with. And I'm very serious about that. That type of stupidity got to stop. Enough of this stupidness. Enough of this power bully. He is so corrupt. Bese Messian can say, "Who ni moi?" Abamba be yiri on nenam sesi ano. Omo kan say exchange. Onwa yiri the former wife nua and waware no nenam no kwasia we person recognizing as the number 3 person. Why kremoni, onya kremoni, oya Catholic, on nesie. Onya kremoni to me hold the man is so he's a Muslim so he can marry as many wives as he wants. And I don't think the Quran will permit, say, the same house, when you are immoral, when you are disrespectful, when you have no respect, when you have no shame, like Bagbin, you will have no problem going for your own wife's sister as a wife. I have dignity. I will not do that. If nothing at all, I have respect for the women involved. Bagbin, no. A dear papa pan and a pakana political space. You bet me about Abamba Pintin say, or no, such a moronic character is allowed to fool around anyhow he wants because he belongs to the family of fools, the NDC. A party whose membership do not think. A party whose membership don't even care if their leaders are driving them into the mud. They are okay. Such an immoral character. Such a criminal who looked in the faces of Ghana, collected double salary. Sika na yenni. Na ba benje no double. From 4 or say from 4 ka hon. Apart from saying, well, you brother pattern who be busiemu no. Because anya danya se nimi aketwa abeji mi kunu aware ne dia mi aketwa na me ne nkasada e dia busiam papa mu e na edi nkan aba. That is the president here. No stupid speaker no he did. Or a very stupid, maybe you don't know, but a stupid person is someone who knows how to do the stuff and blindly do it stupidly, thinking that will earn him or gain him some points. Especially a person who claims he is a lawyer and understands the law. He's supposed to know how to interpret the law. But that is Ghana for you. Okay? Any moronic character, any idiotic fellow can just mount up, put a little money in, and they become popular. They become big people in Ghana. That is how cheap we have allowed ourselves to be. And let me say something. The reason why I support the majority, NPP, for boycotting Parliament or walking away, let them sit. Say they want to sit at, guys, say, from day one, and they wanted to sit at the majority side. And I'm running farm, and I still almost the polling station, and got on message. Utie, on polling station, on message. Now, Obi and Kerson fan to Abamano, or better Parliament. No, fight here, and to majority. Such a stupid party, they cannot lead Ghana. I'm being serious. You can hate my words, but my words are pure and they are true. Such demonic characters don't even deserve to be assemblymen, let alone such high places, because they are demons. Their whole aim is what they can benefit with the situation at that very moment. They don't care the implications it has. So you never say you'll be that and fire home. Say you benya political you gain the Jimmy and one year that is all NDC wants. Now, say right now they claim they have majority. And they have promised that if Ghanaians make them majority, they will repeal the betting tax, which is not even on the books as we speak. They will cancel e-levy. So let us give them the chance. NDC, go and cancel e-levy. NDC Mutie, go and cancel e-levy. Are you people following? NDC, go and cancel e-levy. Because it was one of the promise you made to Ghanaians. Say, when your majority are, no be repeal it, and I'm be cancel betting tax and e-levy. Say, today you're got to abo. NDC for you're got to aba. So you know what you are going to do? What you are going to do is that you now have to make sure you get all these taxes here. I will say MP before they are here, pay tax, no, you free. Because we free all their election will be easy amount. What's your mobile? So will be e-levy. Over your way. What's your mobile? So will be COVID tax. Over your way. What's your mobile? If all the taxes are more than Ghana for them will be, you know, your mama majority will be you. Life is so sad when you belong to a group of. It's not illiterate because some of them are really literate. They just use stupidity to cover their sense. That's the part that beats me. Like they up like almost the Jimmy Sam the saying. That is what they do. Because how they yeah, Cocrano, and ye nyambo peno. NDC folk 36. You could have 37. And I at 137, 137. Meboa. When you one independent. And until say offer the standing orders, which I think I opened the page with the standing orders. No, it's a OSHA standing orders now. There are some decisions, such as voting for speaker, deputy speaker, and all these things are. You will need at least 2/3 majority of the votes before you can what? Before you can elect that person or have an election on that person. That person must get certain amount of votes. Guess what? Some George is inside lying to them again today. We are going to elect a deputy speaker. We are going to elect a deputy speaker. This one we are not. You see, they are so stupid. And I don't blame them because people that join that party, NDC, most of them don't have sense. When their leaders are playing with their minds, they still blow Vuvuzela. NDC for the name Jimmy. NDC for the name Obiatobon. NDC for the name Yankra Dokune Chinam. NDC for the every stupid thing that comes out of John Dramani Mahamad's mouth, they clap. You can't blame the type of stupid leaders they have. No, for real. They can't because they are so stupid and shallow. Say, why would speaker suspend the sitting? If NDC indeed have the numbers, like they want you sitting outside to believe, if they really have the numbers, why did the speaker have to adjourn sitting? Because they can't get no business done without the NPP majority being involved. And then and now the fact say, Mugenya campaign message. They are congressing. I call that down and say, hey, they say, one say, I majority of parliament. One to Obama, I say, Mahama. No, Brandy, majority parliament in Mahama. It's all. Say, this is the reason why they are doing this. They are NDC for you. And yes, all nim say Supreme Court did be. And yes, all nim say majority for ni did be. But almost percent for this week, yes, commission the do of parliament. Now say you're compressing na campaigner because I could to make a Trump say, oh, but she will fool, but we answer Bransana, and not on charge one son, what she will fool, no, my jedi. It is here to make a catch Trump say, 44 months share, say a majority to force on my majority leader. Want to about my majority. That's all. And sadly, it is going to end up in an emotional roller coaster. And guess who is going to play the vuvuzela? The same Jimmy Fona, you did the leaders network there dinner and Guasiaba, Sanke be the fire gonna say MP people na mepa, and this the event to about Momu, Oma that Amia channel. No, they rather blow vuvuzela. Now, I saw this video of NDC MPs in Parliament jubilating. This is so stupid. These guys are jubilating over something they can't do anything with. NDC for Ghana too cheap. I'm sorry. You guys are making the standard of Ghana too low. Like, oh my God. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. These guys are marching, jubilating in Parliament. Can I tell you something? If you remember, the disgraceful way in which Bagbin became the speaker, on that night, we all saw what they all did. Sam George, with a short couple himself, was standing and banging on chairs. Abraham Kando, was jumping and drumming like he was at the dining hall about to share the grace. Some foolish Jimmy and Omoye, the Kobe actually, Eslo Sawa, on a Yikaswa commando. And I came in an audio and I say, okay. So if you guys remember, Womukuku kwaye ni na no emema no kura nko sada ne de na minim se MPP na emema ni mu a emema wom na ye trepe eye ni no ye o makoto abade atia ni sada ne de ye nya na nkabu ebebu ye no enye buruketwa. And it took these people to show them now, Tio, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we have come to notice, say, Speaker Nokurano Sebe, even if we have the speaker, we don't have the majority caucus. And then, Omu Jinawa, Omu Daswa, almost a match passing. Say yakwaji majority. Majority so I was still wakwaji na untumi mfa nyehwe. Isn't it sad? Oh, Ghana NDC for. Wakwaji majority is Cynthia. Wakwaji majority. Oh, South Parliament. Majority so untumi mfa nyehwe kopim se ye koto aba. Should even the speaker ignore what the courts or what the courts who are mandated to do these things? Even should the speaker ignore that and do contempt of court and all these things? So no crepo, yes, sir. What can you do with the so-called majority you have? That you are happy. Thank you, Mr. Bright. But you are happy. You are jumping, you are marching. Say, you buy anything, and you are say, touch them, say, we know you be Jimmy. Hey, revo. Ojira Parliament, you. I am Rashebe Jani at all to revolution. That should tell you the type of demons you elected as MPs. Mutie. Ojina Parliament, I am Rase, yam revolution. Mutie. Ojina Parliament, I say, and the way I see no, revolution, poo, near Chiwa, young poon. On one at your any and the but Ojina Hop to revolution. Once a keda, always a keda. They say, Wakwasiam Pabrana from 2017. A Kufuado far, Sebe, a chance to say, or Baba Yegan a year. And for the Nakwasiam Pabra, Kwasiasam, young message be a Magana for, we are coming away, we are coming away, and we are Fatimota, and we are coming a cathedral, and we are coming away, be Papa and Magana for say, say a baby way, Magana for next year, Mobreso. Now, Docono Bocosro, Oba Docon Nebeco from Davy, but with the year campaign, tuning and yet too. They are so shallow, say. Madam Chastina, these people are not even realizing, say, such a type of politics, especially social in the media and in the internet, no one why I been to know. Ujimi, I know what who can 12 years ago, the arbitrary. And now data and they keep on electronically, digitally, you know, who by down Cassia in I. Ya metie ya manu pepe ebre bi baba se nyame kura bie kwan na me kwa akoti ayi a ya be kwa kofa sa niam we ni na bi di aba o ka sa asem we be kirem o ka sa. So right now you turn right from the record, and NDC is still doing the same thing. The fact of the matter, and they say so-called majority, no, what can they do? Because speaker cannot get the votes needed for any business to be conducted. And that was why he was not supposed to declare those seats vacant. It didn't make sense. Common sense would tell you, say, so why you ready, say, who could declare baby vacant? What you're supposed to do is to make sure, say, your clerks and stuff, there has been written communique with the EC and all of it, and then we declare those seats vacant, and then the EC can now go ahead and have a by-election. That is the practice. Just say, they go and cite a Siama. Forget to say, a Siama was an MPP. After being an MPP, and MPP going to choose somebody else, he now, as an independent, which he has the right to, decide to contest it as an independent candidate. And he won. Now the same person is telling you that the future parliament, because the constitution didn't mention future parliament. It talked about the current term NDC for Kwasiampa for Mopesa Ganeshi. He talked about current term, not next term. And Bagbin knows, Alban Bagbin knows. Esiama was seeking independence for the next term, not the current term. Not the current term. Na sebio sebi nyansemu adia ye nyanyeye ye tumeto so aba onyame mane masa onyame mpengu kura ne nkwa chire one year esi ye ko gina independent na there's a chance they cannot win, there's a chance they will win. It's like we are dealing with people who knows the truth, knows how it's supposed to be done, and they still pretend like they don't know. Can you imagine? One thing that pisses me off about this whole thing at Air Course on the say, majority no even if that was granted. Who read Article 97? It tells you the courts. And they can say, and they can say, every year. Hasn't Bagbin, they are making him from no. Say Bagbin, so I'm and the lawyers appeal the decision of the Supreme Court. Has anybody heard that? Obiati no asiana. Say Bagbin no so afi when who say ade na yemra na de beye. Enya me Bagbin mepe. Enya de amenkwasi afo MPs no mu nim tibonko so MPs na ka. Na mo de yemra na ka. Yemra ne say den. Obi a wutie bia. So uko 99. 99 it tells you say the High Court shall have jurisdiction. The High Court is going to have jurisdiction. May I say? The High Court is going to have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question. Whether a person has been validly elected as a member of Parliament or the seat of a member has become vacant. Not the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament only declares after the court has interpreted it and has looked at the case. The Speaker doesn't say, me and me understanding. They could declare the seat vacant. What about them? 1 year, 2 Obama, or say, the High Court shall have jurisdiction. What is the jurisdiction for? 1, to hear. And this is determination of membership. Officer Alban Bagbin didn't know this fact. Alban Bagbin knew it. But just for cheap politics, just for stupid politics, just to cause chaos, just to deceive the shallow-minded people and the innocent NDC people who think their leaders are fighting a good cause. Pretend not to know these things. I have not been to law school. Doing a little political science here and there, but I don't know much. But because of comprehension, grammar, English, understanding what is written, I'm able to read it and interpret it better than the person who claims he's a lawyer and the Speaker of Parliament. You know why I'm able to explain better? Because I'm not doing it based on partisan. I'm doing it based on this. Bagbin surely knows to say, only to me be as of the vacated the biera. I feel shady. Ufa bina or say a person has been validly elected as Speaker of Parliament or having been elected has vacated the office of a Speaker. Okay? I feel two no na make no na make me say one will say me nim samatibia Wycliffe and then the Martin say Alban Bagbin so assume the lawyers file appeal and as some file against the decision say decision that Supreme Court now should be quashed, which is what Article 99(2) tells you. That is the right way to do. So we did this Supreme Court and as a court decision say and to assume that what you do is to what? Appeal it at the appeals court. But NDC and its shallow-minded MPs pretended as if we have the power, we have the men. Say, catch them, you could majority. No, okay. After the majority, there is no business that can be done with the number of majority. How are you going to select the deputy speaker like Sam George was saying? Selecting a deputy speaker. Selecting a deputy speaker. Never. Here, Article 96. I'll say, there shall be 2 deputy speakers of parliament who shall be elected by the members of parliament from among the members of parliament. From among the members of parliament. Okay. Go for NDC. Show card. NDC show card now too. Deputy speaker, because some George is still there. If you see, I don't NDC for Ankasanyo, yes, you said the how they are genius to know us silly. Because these people are not thinkers. They are also when a majority are working out. Speaker, I'm going to say, only the numbers to conduct business. And see, on no speaker Nankasa, a journey, and I was suspend the parliament to further notice. Indefinitely, Sam George is still sitting in parliament telling the NDC people that they are going to select a deputy speaker. Article 96, Obianko. Financial process here, you did deputy speaker. It's the NDC, you people would keep toying with your people, and they are so stupid they believe these fools. These members are so daft to say, you travel through. What who say, Sam George, you okay, you throw. What's who NDC in Tijuana? What do you mean? I meant to move on a woman. I said, right in front of you, your own speaker. Admitted said, only the numbers, and to another side instructing and say, take action. What must Sam George because see the book from Premier Way, the job and that who to see the Abrantier. Mr. Region Abrantier, put in the Abrantier. Oh, madam. Hey, let's end this in Ukraine. Just like why Collins, end this in Adaya. And this part in then, Mr. Producer, Mentiasie. Hey, just a be beyond or just on my question, but for the back of beyond the near the actually. Since speakers are suspending sitting indefinitely. Sam George said, Obabe elected deputy speaker. So the NDC people alone are going to elect a deputy speaker. Does that even make sense? Even makes sense, my brother, my sister. Now, over Article 96 now, say Neka, or say, there shall be 2 deputy speakers of parliament. A, who shall be elected by the members of parliament from among the members of parliament, and both of whom shall not be members of same political party. Right now, who is the deputy speaker? Catch us a confirm when you're correct. Let me read it more to you guys. So offer 2 now, 96-2 now. Or say, the members of parliament shall elect a person to the office of deputy speaker when parliament first meets after a dissolution of parliament, and if the office becomes vacant. Otherwise than by person of dissolution of parliament at the first sitting of parliament after the office becomes vacant. 3. The provision of clause 2 of Article 95 of this constitution shall apply in the case of a deputy speaker. So again, NDC for ekukuku. Ene omukakraka kikikikikiyampeneno. How are they going to elect anyone as a deputy speaker? But they have told them that Collins, but sa omo matching no. Impenin toto. Yeah, majority, yeah, pay the match pass. That is all the majority is about. Yeah, but majority, yeah, pay the match pass. Yeah, the year match pass. Majority, no. Eh? Because it will be so dumb for you to jubilate over a majority you cannot use one day in Parliament. What the hear they? Catch me, what the hear they? Like, what are you using it for? What the hear they? The articles are clear. Sam George, if you have forgotten, Article 96 wouldn't allow NDC MPs alone with this number to elect a deputy speaker. The Constitution doesn't allow it. So stop lying to your NDC people. Now, airtime.
If Parliament was inaugurated, they are the majority side. Let's take some sight and sounds, and then we'll come back and continue with this narrative.
Yanko. Majority meaning now the dancing competition. Just look at them. These are members of parliament. And I'm glad this was shown on TV so that their children can see them. Oh, yes. Look at this. MPs. And Ibinimo Anantan, why some Georgia, why is a ball? We up one way time. Look at them. Look at them. When I'm a breast in a bomofio, I'm not so I say obey the wind. Dressing so you need. What the upper hair? The NDC for a say match pass. The dressing on do that parliament. Yeah. Check. I don't be a situation. We. Like I say, Muslim queen the unknown to an effect a crano. Radin crass for pan. I do my best. Magana say, Papa is. Yeah. Check. Debut. Collins video where somebody view. Collins video where say see a somebody view. This is sad. Collins, can you play this video again? Thank you. If you are playing it again, thank you. Yeah? Look at that. Chesam George. Neniachi. Oh, Ghana Parliament. Shakando. And tell me say we no. The share the share brown and yes a gray so on any jamonene go machine. Em so on any Muslim queen or aname boa. Dia onukro mwa bebregu on. Look at this. Yes. Okay. Look at them. And Crawford Papa no move. Go there. And Crawford Papa no move. We were crying about so called parliamentary aba. And on the image nowadays, and we are all involved. And then if you run on the brisi. Chedi ampompa say sa party NDC ni the debut. Oh, nya killer. Party ni di nkoyi ba kokora o. Wo de hwe ye MPs ye se ye yomo cause demonstrate. Wo de hwe pant bi ye cheche yen. Ya hwe shirt bi adokodon na bi da chese. Chese papa wo mu ane em say. Ayi ke ba ko na say no me ndi bo em so no ayi. Wo free na bi na be fra sa NDC ku wi. Cause we try to body crew the general NDC for man no more correct sir. Kofa Kwasiampafu we are parliament. So they are your representatives. Collins, my heart is so sad. Say they are doing this so that they can go to these places and tell them, say, hey, Shadio, when we say a majority to a parliament, into Montu Abama, and their people are going to believe it. First, they had a majority for less than 24 hours. Now they are coming again and setting their own rules. Right now, they almost can say, almost be elected deputy speaker. Hey, sir, they elected deputy speaker. Emran woman kayana. Collins, Mame 97. Mame article 97. Now, how there? Offer article 97. And I'll start with the F. F, they say, a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. F, if he resigns from office as a member of parliament. 1, if he resigns as a member of parliament by writing under his hand address to the speaker, or G, if he leaves, this is where the contention is. If he leaves the party of which he was a member of at the time of election to parliament to join another party or to seek or remain in parliament as an independent member for that particular parliament. That is all this clause is saying. And Bagbin skewed it. Papa, so it's dangerous to democracy, eh? Bagbin or a fool, much Papa no or ye India me or ye from someone say you could be the chief send this for ye. No more gonna say oh yeah Juma moment to pampana a baby baba adia papa we be man to Ghana no then to me so or ye demo. Fatu obi o na mesan kan ade. Kato. Fa close no to Mr. Or say if he leaves the party of which he was a member, a brand new parliament, and say, "Oh, Jaisa party no, of his election to join another party." And think you way, Nanka, Madam Morrison, Pakoka say, "Okay, say me person me tina parliament. Now so me person me MPP ni biu, me person me NDC ni. It is not allowed." Uti. Or MPP ni ena sitting there muno or person switch educo NDC is not allowed in that setting. That is what the G talks about. So where is this? They have cross carpet. How have they cross carpet? How did they cross carpet? Tell me how they cross carpet. Mr. Phoebe, in anything, this application they are filing for would have come in the next one. Now, let me give you a breaking news that I got before coming. I believe some of you have already seen it. The Suhum guy apparently now has, now his understanding say he will no longer go for the election. So he will withdraw from the election and back the NPP candidate in Suhum. That is what the development is coming. Or not, and I'm not too sure, but I know that is what is happening. Bano, Cynthia Morrison. First and foremost, none of these MPs has written to their political parties or written to the speaker, said they are resigning from parliament. None of them has done that. Are you following? As we speak, none of the MPs now, or the Mirikako vacancy page now has written, and this Ninukran Tro, Emma, no the party say in a coso. Utie, there is no written. Into what Sylvia Morrison, I'm hearing she has agreed to is also to withdraw from the election. So she was going as an independent. Now she's withdrawing. She's not going to the elections no more. That is what I hear. If that is true, that automatically shuts down all this brouhaha. As we speak, yes, Cynthia Morrison. Yeah, Cynthia Morrison. has agreed, say, or best step out of the race or withdraw from the race. And I'm hearing the same thing going for the person in Suhum, David Asante or whatever his name is. So even with this, how can you be happy and causing just emotional roller coaster for your own people? Charlie, Mama 112 no namempong. Mama 112 no namempong. And last one here then. Okay, good. Our first Muntia. Abambaben. This guy is a criminal. When we will use the 5 and 6 nekeke. Me pacho 5 and 6 no say 5. Whenever a vacancy occurs in Parliament, the clerk of Parliament shall notify the Electoral Commission in writing within 7 days after becoming aware of the vacancy. Aware of the vacancy has occurred. And a by-election shall be held within 30 days after the vacancy occurrence. Except that when the vacancy occurred through the death of a member, the by-election shall be held within 60 days after the occurrence of the vacancy. Appiah 6, no. Also, notwithstanding clause 5 of this article, a by-election shall not be held within 3 months before holding a general election. Are you telling me Bagbin didn't know this? NDC for na mo de ti bonko so ejiri for no profo na dada mo na ayamode no. Didn't Bagbin read this article 112.5 and 112.6 before he declared that stupid declaration? And you have people who call themselves lawyers. They wear tie. They put on their clock, whatever that is. Go sit on TV, radio, and talk stupid like they know it all, and they can't even interpret their own constitution. The people we elect, we need to be careful. Minia, the people we elect, we need to be careful. 112 Nibiu. 112 Nibiu. Fatu Mami. Last bullet. Yes, say. Say ebeto say vacancy aba. As I say clerk of parliament. Actually the comment is say vacancy aba. And now you can say clerk of parliament let it be echo say easy one. No. Adentia because or the qua and the easy bet to me aka say then within 30 days we are going to organize a by-election. Say ankon sa yen to me kon organize a by-election. Especially so nipa no wukra dia and say 60 days. And sign a by-election aba. Now when you now think no say adiani si awo bra ye akoto aba aka 3 months ma ye akoto aba to me hold by-election. So what happens to the people in parliament? What happened to the representation now? We are representing of but Ghanaians don't want to learn. We just want to do emotional politics. Media hana me jina hana me wo. The breaking news. Sylvia Morrison is withdrawing from the race to contest for as an independent candidate. He's rather throwing her support to the NPP candidate. And I heard same thing is going to happen in Suhum. Honorable Siama has written a letter that come the next parliament. He's going to do what? Cynthia, now other than I'm a kind, Sister Dana, me you, me kind and yes, Cynthia, I'm a kind, me kind. So my case, Cynthia, yeah, for Chebe. Cynthia is what I want to say. All right. So, Musho, for almost 48 hours, these people has kept their people in an emotional roller coaster, and they don't even care. That is the part that hurts me. They don't care. So long as I almost NDC for any opportunity kakradi aye dede e was system numu ya majority no. That is all they are looking for. Maybe I may say, Sankebeka menkwa on utie. Se ebeye sankamone mebeye adwene on. Ankasa NDC party we no. Mama yen dogyo utie. Because they have you are dancing for a majority untumi fanya hwe. What sense does it make? One kasaka chere also watch the majority. By majority no untumi fanya hwe because business cannot go on without the majority side, which is the MPP. So what was the point? Just to cause chaos and put your followers through another emotional roller coaster. Let's get serious. Charlie, the movie